because this was a mistake. Holy shit. And oh, cold start. Ooh. I'm an idiot. I saw it, dude. Alright, so what is up, ladies and gentle dweebs? Also, if you're looking for an Insta360, make sure to use my link. I'm either going to put it up on the screen, or you might have to go check out my other channel because YouTube is being weird and not letting me post links in the description box. They're being weird about it. I don't know why. But yeah, so check out that link. Get yourself some free accessories with an Insta360. Real quick, we should also talk about something that I got some major disrespect on my plate. Now, some of you guys are like, what are you talking about? You only have 2 videos. What do you mean by disrespect? I don't mean comment-wise. I mean, the dealer put on my plate, so when you look at it, it says, I'm riding a 2023 cock. Or Cauk. Like, what the hell is that? That's just disrespectful. And shouldn't it be Kawa? Like, if you're gonna abbreviate it like that, you know what I mean? Like, I just, that just not cool. Ooh, that thing smells like gas. Hardcore. So, what we're gonna talk about today is the 2 big problems supposedly with the new ZX-4RR. Basically, let's go ahead and start off with the one that actually bothers me the most out of the 2 things, which is for the North American market, they had to detune this bike quite a bit. And now normally you're like, oh, okay, I mean, that's not that big of a deal. However, they detuned it to where it technically lost about 20 horsepower. Basically all at the top end, which is, it's an inline 4. That's where all the power is anyways. So, so you lost about 20 horsepower. From the dyno charts that I've seen, this thing from the factory puts down about 50-ish, 52 horsepower to the wheels. So you're still getting almost double the power compared to, like, say, a Ninja 300. But 20 horsepower is a huge difference. I mean, 20 wheel horsepower on a car makes a difference. 20 wheel horsepower on a bike is, I mean, that's night and day. This is a terrible, why did I choose to go this way? This is awful. I'm just hitting traffic lights the whole time. Ugh, this was a mistake. And now they had to do that for emissions emission compliance and all that stuff. But, you know, it would have been nice. They kind of found like a loophole, like because this has definitely happened before on cars or whatever, where, you know, they sell you the bike and they go, yeah, we sold the bike as emissions compliant, but, you know, then if you go to our accessory department and you buy this race only feature, you know, and it would have been cool if they allowed that to where it basically put the regular tune back on it to where you got the full, like, you know, 70-ish horsepower to the wheels. Not that this thing feels slow. Holy shit. This thing is way faster. And it's detuned. It doesn't feel slow, but again, add an extra 20 horsepower to this bike and that'd be nuts. So, you know, it does suck that they had to do that. And again, I wish they would have found a loophole kind of around that to where they sell it to you one way, and then once you take delivery, you can go back in and get the full ECU tune. We are not doing that. Yep, nope, not that. That's a big no-go for me. So yeah, there's been plenty of companies that have already tuned it to where you spend a couple $100, you gain 20 horsepower without having to do anything. You know, no exhaust, no intake, no nothing. But again, if you're coming from a Ninja 300 or a Ninja 400, or honestly even like say a Ninja 650 or like a CBR 500, you're getting, you know, just as much performance basically, if not more than some of those bikes. So, you know, does it suck? Yes. But now the second thing, and this one's a little bit more tricky to kind of analyze, but is the price. You know, there's so much talk about, you know, oh, why buy this instead of like a ZX-6R when the ZX-6R is only, you know, X amount more. Now, what I've noticed is a lot of people compare the base ZX-6R to this bike, which isn't fair because the base ZX-6R doesn't have ABS, doesn't have a quick shifter, doesn't have some of the features that this bike comes standard with. So to compare apples to apples, a ZX-6R is about $2,500-ish more than this bike. To get apples to apples, it's about $2,500-ish. And, you know, now that's really a personal matter on if it's big enough difference for you. I'm gonna go through here because I don't want to stop when it's super hot outside. So, you know, it's kind of up to you. Now, what I think is interesting though is that there's a similar bike that's pretty close in price to this thing that no one's talking crap about, and it's a very kind of similar price, similar style, which is the Honda CBR 650R. And it's weird that no one is, oh my goodness, you're all right, buddy, you can do it, watch, it's okay, look. Wow, if I can do it, that means you can do it. Like the 650R is an inline 4, not a full-on super sport, because again, this isn't quite as aggressive as a like stance and not as powerful, obviously. A typical 600 to 1000 sport bike or super sport. So, and that bike is like, I think $9,800 starting price, and it doesn't have adjustable suspension like this does. This has a fully adjustable rear shock, you know, compression, rebound, all that stuff, and front forks being Showa forks, and they have adjustable preload. You don't get that on the 650R. And this revs to the style of engine this is. It revs to 16,000. It's technically the red line. Look, 16,000. And yet I don't see anybody complaining about, oh, well, why would you buy that bike instead of a CBR 600R? And that bike makes, I think, 90 horsepower, which even with the tune is about 20 more than this, but that bike also weighs like 50 pounds more. So I think it's kind of interesting that, you know, so many people are complaining about this bike in the sense of price, when it's like, guys, I mean, this bike comes with a lot of stuff standard. I mean, you get a fully digital screen, ABS, different traction control, quick shifters. You get fantastic suspension compared to, say, a regular, you know, parallel V-twin or parallel twin bike. So you're getting a lot for your money. It's not just engine. That is one aspect, but that's not the whole thing. So I just think it's weird that a lot of people complain about that. And obviously it depends on what type of rider you are. Like, you know, if you were looking to upgrade from your, you know, 300 or 400 or CB 500, whatever, to this bike, and you're thinking, oh man, but it isn't going to be fast. Bro, trust me, it's way faster than those bikes. But it's fun, it's playful. I mean, there's a reason that, you know, there's the saying, it's fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow, because, you know, you can rev the crap out of this thing, first, second, third gear, and really enjoy yourself, as opposed to on a 600, you know, a Super Sport 600 or especially 1000, man, you rev out third gear, you're moving. Take a shortcut. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. So, yeah, you know, price-wise, I just think it's kind of funny that there's so many people that complain about it. And it's like, guys, if you don't like the bike, don't buy it. Like, no one's forcing you to buy it, and you never know. Maybe Kawasaki will bring out the non-fully loaded version of this bike like they did in other markets. So instead of the ZX-4RR, it's the ZX-4R, where, you know, they get rid of the quick shifter, they change the suspension, it doesn't come standard with ABS, and then you still get the engine, but you lose a couple of those features, and then that brings the price down. The biggest thing for me, honestly, is, you know, the power thing to me is more important than the price, because again, price is just such a personal thing, you know. Like, for some people, you know, that $2,500 might make the difference from them being able to buy the bike and not being able to buy the bike, you know. Maybe that's why they do it, who knows. Like I said, guys, to me the biggest one is the power thing, because obviously the power, you know, it'd be nice if Kawasaki would just be like, hey, look, in order to bring this bike we had to do this, but we'll give you the full power as an accessory or whatever. But again, it's also just a couple $100 and you can gain 20 wheel horsepower. So once you get bored with the stock power, spend a couple $100 and go gain yourself 20 wheel horsepower, and boom, the bike will feel brand new again. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. And yeah, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.